Hello and welcome to part 5 of my Championship Lode Runner video walkthrough here on YouTube. In this video I will complete levels 21 through 25. This is the shortest video in terms of game time in the series. Level 21 starts fast, as you must get to a certain point 5 or so seconds after the start, after collecting several gold chests. Level 22 is an interesting cement maze. It has all 5 enemies but is less crowded than level 13, and has places you can dig. Level 23 is a sort of maze where you need to figure the order in which to get or fall on chests, and 24 has cute layout and interesting dig patterns to figure. I actually found level 25 to be one of the simplest in the game, though it looks intimidating at first. Okay, so this one you have to start quick. 2 digs, then 1 dig, and then you need to dig down to 1 again, dig to the right, and run over the guy as he runs before he gets into the pit, otherwise you'll be stuck on the left. Once you get to the right, it's pretty easy. You can see I'm just digging to the right, then digging left, right, and so forth until I get to the bottom. And then I just have to dig once to get by this guy. You do not want to trap him, because if he drops down in the right area, you're lost. You can't get by him. Otherwise, he's pretty simple. Just dig and pass by him. And one last thing, you want to dig so you fall onto the gold chest, because there is a false floor there. Then go up the stairs. The start is the hardest part here by far. The enemy comes running around after falling through false floors, and you can't waste any time getting chests and then dropping on it. On the right, you just need to exercise a bit of care. It's a good precaution in general to dig over the gold chest you want to take, just in case there is a false floor. Here there is. The center structure is not too tough, as you can just dig down in 2 trips. Just dig the brick next to the gold below you. There's only one place the end of level ladders can appear, under the only open square at the top. I like this one a lot. It's sort of a maze and sort of not. It's just a kind of runaround mill that it seems like it shouldn't be too bad to run around, but you do have to watch the enemies and keep track of who has a gold chest before you take care of certain areas. Here I'm just letting them run to me. It doesn't look like anybody has a gold chest, and that's good news. So now we can duck down and get the gold chests on the slightly inner part. And we can clear the left. We cannot clear the right because the 2 enemies there will guard us. I didn't want to fall through, but there was no risk in doing so. So I didn't mind getting a bit sloppy. Now we'll get the 3 gold chests that we have to fall on, or we probably should have, but now we dig. Or actually, we don't dig, we just wait and then jump left. And there we go, we get the 3 gold chests now. There's some split-second timing there. You have to jump left just as the guy is about to catch you. Now, I have a small problem here, obviously, with enemies on both sides. I'm going to move them all over to the left. Watch them all fall, and then go up. Well, move them to the right, just as easy. And now we have the other guy. And I don't know if I really had to give them this long of a runaround, but it's safe, so I took care of it, and the level isn't too long. I have a runtime of 2 minutes and 22 seconds, which we are close to. So now we just take care of this right area as we did the left by falling through the false floor, and now we fall right. And when we do so, we really want to make sure there are no enemies. It's easy enough to put them on the right and win. This level looks tough with 5 enemies and only 2 squares you can dig, but it's not too bad to lump the enemies together and avoid randomly getting trapped. You just need patience, especially at the start. You go 4 below of the upper left, then sucker them over. Once you do, you can clear out everything except the right center. You may wish to run the 3 enemies around the board to make sure they don't carry gold. The 2 enemies entrapped in the right are a bit different. You need to play chicken with them. Fortunately, it is easy to shake either one off and move it to the left, though you may wish to dig a brick so they drop their gold first. You can go to the upper right, then go down below the end of the center ladder, and when the enemy falls, go back up. Do this twice. It's not fatal if enemies are on both sides. As long as you can bring them to the top center and have them, or everyone on one side, drop down the center ladder, you should be okay. If someone still has gold, just make enemies chase you around the bottom or top. So for this level, there is somewhat of an order that we need to pick stuff off in. The upper left comes first, and you can see that I'm going to mess up a bit actually with the digging, and I should have really waited for the left part to heal before digging the stuff down here. Dig 2 down, go up, and dig at the top of the ladder, then come back down, dig, and circle around and drop on the gold chest, the one in the upper left, not the lower right, and come back around. And we've cleared the upper left. Now we need to get to the right ladder, and to do that we'll kind of tend right and down. We want to dig here. Don't fall into the rope area without digging. And we've seen this sort of dig before. 2 above the ladder, right of the ladder, and lower right of the ladder. Now we can go up, and we will need to take out the brick just to the left. That one there. And then fall down for 1 brick, and then we can dig for the other. And I don't know why I was waiting there, or going down the ladder there, probably just wandering around. We cleared the right, so now we can fall on this chest, get the chest next to the ladder by digging the 3 above it, then right, then down right. And now we'd better hope there is an end of level ladder to the right. There is. And this one is kind of neat because you have to go in 2 times. You don't really need to time the digs in the lower left. The running back and forth does that for you. And there we go. It's an unimpeded trip to the next level. You can see there are no false floors or end-of-level ladders here. This is one level worth looking at to figure where to go and when, and with the suspended gold in the lower left, it's pretty clear an end-of-level ladder must appear in the lower right for it to be solvable. A quick overview here is, if you note where I put the cursor, you'll want to get all 6 gold chests above and to the left of it first. Then the upper right is next, and the main puzzle is to figure out how to dig down and to the right to get to the right ladder and clear that area out. Just make sure you don't get trapped anywhere, such as in the 4-wide rope area. Once that's done, you need to dig over the central suspended gold chest and get the suspended gold 3 down and 5 left of it next to the ladder. Then you can clear out the bottom 2 rows. The timing puzzle to get the very lower left is a neat way to wrap things up. Okay, this is level 24. That rabbit is the Broder Bunny, which is Broder Run's mascot, I believe. So, first thing to do is take the enemy that can chase you out of commission, or get them out of commission enough we can pick up that gold chest there. If we're lucky, we can send them to the upper right when they regenerate, where they're harmless. Now, it looks like we might be stuck here, but we can dig our way out. And here I'm going to drop the enemy in the ear. And now I'm going to try and get the gold chest on the left, except I slip up a bit. I don't think I had to release the enemy. Or if I did, I could have dug a bit differently. However, it's probably best to play it safe. I'm going to dig as before, and what I need to do is dig the square to right of the long rope. I'm digging much more than I need to. And then dig 3 times, and then dig 1 time to the left. And that's the easier of the 2 chests. Now, for the other chest, we need to do a lot more digging. But
the enemies are out of the way. We need to dig 5 times, actually 6 times. 5 will get us to the chest but won't get us out. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. And now we can dig 2 and 1 out. And it is possible to get enemies trapped in the bottom, which would mean you would get the chest and be stuck, but that didn't happen here.
With a level like this, false floors can change digging strategy drastically. As usual, it pays to look at what happens if there aren't any when you dig, then adjust your expectations if one appears. Apart from the nuisance floor in the lower left, none do here. End-of-level ladders appear so you can recover after getting the gold in the Broder Bunny's right eye. This should be expected. There's no way to dig to safety to the left once you got that chest. You can pretty much put enemies out of commission by digging a lot. You can also trap one in the ear after getting that gold to save a bit of time. It's useful to have time to think and plan, with or without a guide. To get the right gold safely, you need to hope for a false floor or realize you need to dig so you are on a 3-wide platform. Then you can say, okay, we need a 3-wide platform above that, then 4, then 5, then 6, then we need to dig 6 times left of the 1-wide rope, so you know where to start digging. You can do this for the left side as well, but it's even quicker to note you just need to dig the square 2 up and 1 left of the chest. Then again, you can work your way upwards. Dig 2, 4, 3, 2, and 1 using the 4-wide and 1-wide ropes. I really don't get what was so tough about this one, but it's kind of nice to have a break. Maybe there's just the whole intimidation factor of, oh, I have to go below, but we don't really. You can see that first chest was pretty easy to get, and then we just work from the right to get this other chest. 4, 3, 2, 1, we dig, and we have a way to escape. There aren't even any false floors or anything to trick us. The main strategy here is to bring the enemies up to the top and drop down, and then we're going to run over them, and we're going to dig so it takes time for them to get to us, and then dig 1 and then dig 2, and it's not much of a problem to get them to chase us and fall down so that we can run right past them and to the next level. This level may seem intimidating, as you might get pinched by enemies on either side if you have to get to the bottom ladders. However, you don't have to, and since 2 enemies also fall to the bottom of the main central structure, the main puzzle is just to get the lower right gold. Also, even if the free enemies split up, you should escape them, because if they are above you, you can climb to the top of the lower left or right 2 tall ladders, and that enemy will fall to reach you, and you can circle around them. So you just need to see you can dig right of the rope right of the gold, then 2 above that, then 3, then 4. To be able to dig there, you need to use the upper right ladders to dig 1 left from the top ladder, the 2 squares right of the upper right chest, 3 below that, and at least 2 left to fall into the structure. Then you can go back to the top, dig left to get past any enemies there, and run over to the left to dig 1 and 2 down to get the left chest. You can then fall left and wait for the enemies to fall after you to make it quickly to the top. That's all there is to this video. Thanks for watching through, and if you enjoyed this enough, giving a like or subscribing if you haven't already goes a long way in encouraging me to share more videos of fun games you may want to revisit or didn't realize you missed. See you next video.